Good afternoon, ladies
Friday afternoon.
and Lisa, and ladies and gentlemen. Lisa is in the office
With the ice pack on my face.
with an ice pack on her face. With an ice pack on her face. Another week in the books, ladies and gentlemen. We've made it to Friday, or as I like to call it, Friday. Um, challenging week, and a lot of tough decisions and a lot of different things happening, as I'm sure in your world too. And hey, we keep moving, right? We show up one day at a time, one task at a time, and lean on the people. That's what we do. But listen, wherever you are, jump in the comments. Let us know what you're up to. Let us know what you're doing. What's going on for the weekend? Did you get your FedCon tickets yet? They're gonna sell out, and you're not gonna be able to get them. That's all I'm gonna say. They're gonna sell out, and you're not gonna be able to get them.
I don't want anyone to get to that point.
It's getting there. We're almost out.
Mike Reed just asked, ice pack, what happened? Oh, I got my wisdom teeth removed, all 4 of them at the same time. So
Yeah.
I've been working from home and tried to push myself and come in today, but I still needed the ice pack.
She pushed herself. She didn't have to, but she did, and she's here. And
We needed a fired up live.
we had to do it. We had to end the week strong. We only got one in this week, but we'll be back. We'll be back next week. We'll be strong. Listen, I might have to run out of here though. March 8th, possibly, for the week.
Where are you going?
I didn't even tell you this.
Oh, no, you haven't.
I might be flying out to Broster in Wisconsin.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, my brother-in-law, who we're going to be getting, we got a lot of equipment sales things going on, and we're making new partnerships. So we're probably going to be going out there together, I think.
That's pretty awesome. I'm jealous. Where in Wisconsin?
Oh, Beloit, I think.
Oh, okay. I've always wanted to go to Madison.
Okay. I mean, I always wanted to go to a Green Bay game. I always wanted to go to oh my God, I can't think of the name of the stadium. What's Green Bay Stadium name?
Green Bay Stadium.
Oh my God, I can't think.
Josh Zolan says Wisconsin, my stomping grounds.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. So we're gonna be probably at Broster HQ. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And then RIFMA. RIFMA has been on my mind too.
You already decided on a no.
I did, because I'm sure I can't say yes to everything when you have 5,000 things.
Limbach Field.
Oh, Lambeau. It's Lambeau. Yes, thank you.
Josh.
Thanks, Josh. It's been a week. So I've been thinking about RIFMA. Had a couple people ask me, "Are you going? Are 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 you going?" I don't know. I said probably not. But you know me, I might just wake up and say, let's take a flight to Nashville."
Okay. I'm with it.
You with it?
Of course, always.
All right. So listen, it might happen, but see, the thing is that we didn't get tickets yet. You know, booth situation. We probably wouldn't have a booth.
We could just hang out outside.
Well, yeah, I mean, we could probably just get a ticket, and go into some of the sessions and some of the different things. We wouldn't have the full blown ticket for the booth and everything else, which we didn't have last time anyway.
Yeah.
But it might be good to be there and go see some people and meet some new people. I don't know. And then, of course, we want to talk FedCon, so there could be a lot of people to talk about FedCon with. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me, do we go to RIFMA? Do we go to RIFMA? That's the question.
I'm not sure who this is. I'll have to check. But the Facebook user said, I will be at the Holiday Inn.
That could be Jeff Victory, you think?
No, that's not Jeff.
He's not Jeff?
Josh says go.
Josh says go. Damn it.
Josh, are you going?
Yeah. They got a booth, yeah. He'll be in attendance. Damn, I don't know what to do, because especially with Broster coming up, it'll be like back to back, like Wisconsin, back to Jersey, back out to Nashville, back home. There's a lot of things going on here.
You should always drive from Wisconsin to Nashville.
You think?
Just thought, maybe.
I don't think so. Because then what am I gonna? No, I better not do that.
Let me see who this is. Facebook user keeps commenting. Fed cards to hand out. I think this is. Let's say this is Taz.
Oh yeah, it's probably Taz.
Taz, just let me know if this is you.
It's got to be. He's home on a PTO day.
Oh, so it was him. Yep. And Josh says short trip for me, just Monday to Wednesday. For birth month.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we will. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to look into it a little more. Maybe I'll reach out to the Riffma team and see what's up.
And Mike Reed says it's always good to see business friends.
Oh, it always is. You are not kidding. I would love doing it. Listen, we just got back from MOPSI. Listen, if you go back, I go to a lot of stuff. I mean, there was 2019 before the pandemic. I went to every regional for Cefesa. Went to the main conference in DC. You know, we go to the NRA, we go to NAFM. I mean, we go everywhere. There's so many things, and now we have our own conference that we put on.
You just love conferences so much.
I know, and now we have our own here. So it's like we need to get some tickets to FedCon sold. If you haven't got them, make sure you do. We're going to be releasing a video full of passion.
It is full of passion. Actually, let me bring that up really quick. That the video that he's referring to is actually going to be in a email blast that's going to go out soon that has a secret flash sale for FedCon. But the only way you're going to find out about this flash sale is if you subscribe to our email list for FedCon, which I've posted the link on LinkedIn, and I've also posted a link in the Fed group, but I'm going to post it in the comments here as well.
There you go.
I'm not going to tell you when the sale is, how much the sale is going to be. You have to be part of the email list for the Fed group. And
that's right.
You will get notified as to when the sale will be.
That's right. So you could get with this, or you can get with that. You could get with this, or you can get with, I don't know. Yeah. So lots of stuff happening, and including FedCon. We have our own thing here. So it's just a lot. It's a lot to take on. I'm saying a lot, I feel like. Yeah. Well, where are my ums right now? So it's Friday. I am a little tired today, but I'm still fired up. Make no mistake. And what are we talking about today, Lisa? So we're going to talk FedCon. We're going to talk about some other things too. Obviously, we got to keep talking about it. That's what we do.
Do you remember what the topic of this fired up was?
I have it right here.
Do you remember what it was without looking?
Yeah, comfort zone.
Okay.
We are talking about avoiding the comfort zone, ladies and gentlemen, and this ties back to FedCon. This ties back to the people of the food equipment industry, to the people of the trades in general. Let's get together and feel all right.
Can you stop quoting songs?
Man, I see I ummed again. What is up with that? So, what's the matter?
Just too bright.
Oh, see that?
You shine too bright.
I'm shy. You know, sometimes it's just like I shine bright like a diamond. Oh my God.
We got Mike Reed laughing here.
It's Friday, folks. It's Friday. Bear with me, Lisa, and what we're trying to put together here, which is talking about the comfort zone. Avoiding the comfort zone. And this is something we talk about. We talk about this more than once. I think I don't know if I hit on that in the MOPSI talk. I don't know. But I have talked about this before, about breaking outside the comfort zone. And, you know, we're going to talk about stuff, not necessarily the exact same thing, but to talk about this while we're talking about it. I don't know what happened. Is there laughing gas in this room?
I think so.
Welcome to a live episode. This is what happens when you're live.
I showed Rich my coming out of anesthesia videos from my wisdom tooth surgery, and I think it just brought up that whole vibe.
Yeah, I think it's affecting me. So okay, listen, the comfort zone. When we're talking about business, we're talking about.
All right, let me bring in the comments.
Let's bring some comments in.
Get your mind back on track.
Let's get on track. So
Josh Solon says, got my talks ready for FedCon. Christian just finished the slides. I'm about to get some folks out of their comfort zones. Let's go.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And oh, by the way, and shout out to Jason Latimer. He hit me up last night. He's with Casper Service. I know they're doing the Cefesa region meeting down there today, and he was. I think he was going to be on. He was. Well, he was. I saw some pictures of him up in the front center stage in the center room there. He mentioned it to me. He's going to be talking. I guess he was going to mention FedCon. He was going to mention the Fed Group and stuff like that. So I hope that went well. I hope it didn't backfire on you, but. I think Jeff Victory. I saw in a video. I saw the back of his head. I think he's in Tampa.
It's unmistakable.
Yeah,
Victory.
and he was laughing. He was doing something, joking, dropping another joke like usual.
As per usual. He'll probably text us a joke.
He will
Today.
I'm sure he will. Again, another rum.
And speaking of Jeff, he messaged me asking when the last day to book the hotel was. And I said March 28th. And he said, great. I have until 11 p.m. on March 27th to book my hotel.
Yeah. Book your hotel, folks. You've got your tickets. We got 40, 50, whatever tickets sold. Book your hotel. Not everybody has. That price, I'm telling you right now, is going to go away. And you are going to be baffled when you see it go from $299 to $699.
Yes.
Get your room, get your ticket, get situated, and get ready. Get ready. Get out of your comfort zone.
Taz says, my comfort zone was tested this week. Got volunteered for a new job. Surprise.
Ooh, baby. We'll have to hear more about that. We got to get Taz on a live in the next week or two.
Sure.
I think we should. It's been a while since we had. But Taz, make sure that Wi-Fi line coming in is secure. Let's make sure. And ladies and gentlemen, avoiding the comfort zone. So I have my trusty little book here that we're using. I think these are great topics of conversation for business. And number one, request feedback. So let's dive into this. As the top dog, you tend to receive far more compliments than criticisms. It's true. And I often wonder if, what's real, what's not real. They just say, I do. And you sit here and you wonder that because I know I'm not firing off on all cylinders all the time. I know I'm not perfect. I know I'm making, sometimes you do wonder, but it says here, request feedback. So you far more comments and criticism. That's great. And you deserve it, but it's often more valuable to learn about your shortcomings. To improve, request honest feedback from your employees and mentors and customers, address it directly and have something to show for it. Number two, stick with your system. Have you heard stories about people who have won the lottery? An overwhelming number of them lose their newfound fortune almost as soon as they gain it. Why? They change their systems. Often this means spending money like they never have before, doing things like they've never done, and working less. Instead, stick to your budget, make extra sales calls, hold quarterly planning sessions with your team. While enjoying the fruits of your labor isn't a bad thing, do things that will ensure long-term growth instead of a short-term reward. And then lastly, number three, celebrate. And then we'll go back and kind of touch on some of these things. Number three, celebrate. The best part of success is the celebration. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We're gonna celebrate on April 27th at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Closing reception.
Can I spray champagne?
Oh yeah, we're gonna roll in a case of it. So another rum. The best part of success celebration. If you did something well last quarter, pinpoint it, celebrate, and keep doing it. As you go from the best to even better, reward and recognize your team's achievements. It will provide additional motivation to your employees to keep pushing and doing their best work. So we go back to avoiding the comfort zone. It's tough to hear feedback, I think, for any of us.
It is very difficult.
It's tough to be criticized. And, it's not always coming from a bad place. I'm sure some people are going to criticize you, whether it's on your media channels or your family, the people closest to you often, right, are going to criticize you the most. But you have to have thick skin. And you have to be willing to hear it.
A lot of times criticism gets taken personally. And then you beat yourself up and take it really, really hard on yourself. But you definitely have to have that outlook that the criticism is actually there for you to look at objectively and see how you can improve yourself instead of beating yourself up.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, look at it from the standpoint of, like, you talk about lessons in life, feedback, especially feedback from your team, right? Forget about what mom might be saying or your wife or your best friend or whoever, right? let's look at it from like just the business perspective in general, like things that are going on in the business, like your team. Like you want to grow your business, you want to be a better team member, you want to be, you want to excel more so you can maybe move up and get the whatever it is. You have to look at it from a lesson perspective and say, okay, you know what, this person's saying this to me not because they want to hurt me, but because they want to show me maybe what I can't see. Sometimes we have our blinders on. I know I do. I'm actually very aware, I think, of a lot of my shortcomings. Maybe not all of them, but I feel like but again, I could be wrong. So that's why, when it says request feedback, I think I don't actually request it often enough, if at all. I really don't think I request it.
Well, what are some ways that you can request feedback? Is there maybe like an anonymous box that you can put upstairs?
Funny thing. Years ago, my father made me put a suggestion box
Really?
in the front thing here. It was we got nothing. We got people gum. We had gum and wrapped in a paper. It was stupid. It was like, it reminded me of like The Office. You ever see The Office when they were doing the suggestion box?
Yes.
You have coffee breath. Told Michael. Yeah, Michael was like, "Is that hard for you?" All right.
Well, I can tell you that an actual thing you could do is on Google, you could create forms,
Mhm.
and those forms could be answered anonymously. So maybe here's a suggestion, just off the top of my head, you can put that form link in your email.
Yeah.
What's it called? Your email signature, and maybe that'll encourage employees to.
Yeah, it's anonymous.
When they're mad at you to leave you terrible feedback.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I would welcome it. It would probably send me into a dark place,
Eating
deep,
three pieces.
dawning chasm, but it would not be good for my mental health. But no, I mean, there is anonymous things you could do, and maybe it could be an email signature. It could just be something I say, okay, you know what? I have my text community with all the texts.
True.
I can send the link, and I'm like, listen, guys, I want to be better for you. I'm going to send you something. It's anonymous. I'd be appreciative if you just give me some honest feedback so I can be better for you, type thing.
I think that's a great idea.
And I would just have to drill down like some questions, and then the last thing, like maybe like 4 questions, and then like a 5th one being like, tell me anything that's on your freaking mind about the company that I can improve.
Do you guys think that's a good idea? Would you use that to receive feedback from your employees
And-
from your coworkers?
And what are the 3 or 4 questions? Because I don't want it to be something big like 20 questions. Like, listen, let's just a few questions. What are those 3 or 4 questions you would ask?
For me, one of those questions would be, how can you be a better communicator? Or like, how do you receive communication best? That sort of question.
And I got to tell you, my communication needs work. So I would definitely have to throw some stuff in there with communication. I talk about it all the time, how communication is important, but the feedback thing, I think, is something we all would have to just, understand that we are humans, and we need to know where we stand with our team, I think.
And so Taz says you can bring in a third-party voice champion, someone not attached, to listen and understand the feedback and make an action report.
That sounds expensive.
That sounds very expensive.
That sounds like a corporate thing. How many dollars?
Walmart money.
So how many dollars are we talking for feedback? No, but I think I get what you're saying. Definitely good to have an impartial party, right, to help you drill down on some of this commentary.
Well, if anyone watches Billions, I brought it up to you the other day, having a Wendy, like in Billions. She's a psychologist for Axe Capital. And she helps everybody and deals with giving feedback and stuff like that.
Okay. I have yet to watch the show, so I don't know.
It's very good. Very good.
I've heard. I'm gonna get to it. There's another for you. Number 2, stick with your system. So this is, obviously they made the mention about the lottery, and people get it, and they change their systems because they start spending and doing all things like they never had it before, I guess, right?
Here's an anecdote.
Good.
I know someone who's won the lottery twice, and now they're in jail.
Oh,
So
it's like they spent that money a little too
so
delightfully.
they spent that money a little too delightfully, exactly.
Well, hey, you live and learn.
You learn.
Good luck. Were you gonna say something?
No, I was gonna say
Oh.
that it was the same lottery. It was the same New Jersey, like pick something. You know,
Wow.
pick 5, pick 6, or something.
Wow.
They won it twice in the same year. Same year.
What are the odds? Damn. Well, don't change your systems, maybe. Make extra sales calls, hold quarterly planning sessions with your team while enjoying the fruits of your labor. You know, for me, I'm seeing when I'm seeing this about your comfort zone, you know, regardless of how good you might be doing, you know, like when you're from the lottery, if you're bringing all this stuff, like let's not change the systems. Okay, let's not change those things. Let's double down on them, and then you go into the next point, which was celebrate them. I mean, it makes sense, you know, when you because when you start having all these sales come in, I could see that like all these things are happening, you're blowing up, things are happening fast. You know, you might have got this big account you were waiting for. It's got 50 locations. You know, got all these crazy things might be happening, and then you might get too comfortable. I don't think we can stay comfortable. So we have to keep breaking outside the comfort zone. We have to keep moving the throttle, keep pushing down on the throttle, keep moving the needle, and yeah, I mean, you know, I think this is a great book for anybody. Vitamin B. This was given to me by George here, and you know, it's a page a day, and I enjoy bringing this to the Fired Up to talk about it. So if you are in your comfort zone, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to break free from it. Not just in those instances, but talking about media, talking about your media presence or your lack thereof. Where are you? What are you doing? The world needs to see you. The world needs to know. Why are you not going live on LinkedIn? Why are you not going live on Instagram or Facebook? Why are you not going live in the Fed group? Get going live. That's a great way to start. Give a 60-second synopsis of your day. Hey, what's up, guys? Just left a customer, was dealing with this situation. Anyone else deal with this? Let's talk about it. Hit me in the comments. I mean, it could be that simple. Yeah. And I think Lisa is in distress right now.
A little bit.
So we're going to take this live down, ladies and gentlemen.
No, you don't have to do that.
Why not?
No, you keep talking.
It's okay. I'm tired. I'm out of gas.
All right. I thought you were doing great.
All right. Just don't talk one quiet.
Oh, man.
So, well, I mean, listen, it's important. I think this is an important ongoing conversation about comfort zones because too many people live in them. And I know there's a lot of people sitting in seats when I go to conferences that they probably want to say things and they probably want to do more, and they just sit there quiet. And listen, I was a quiet guy. I was the wallflower growing up. Even in my younger years, like my parents were brought in to know, is everything okay at home? Because your son doesn't talk. Is he okay? We don't know what his voice sounds like. Can you make him say something for us? I don't want to talk. I didn't want to talk. I was, very introverted. I was just to myself. And even growing into the business at 23, 24, 25, going to Sofesa conferences and all this stuff. I've been going there forever now. But when I first started, I was a wallflower. I was quiet. I just observed. I sat there. I was next to my dad. He was doing all the talking. I was like, oh, yeah, nice to meet you. Good to see you. Nice to meet you. Hey. I may or may not have had ideas or thoughts or anything, but I kept them to myself. And, that's okay, but we have to keep evolving. So if you're that person now, that's okay. But just know if you want more out of life, if you want more out of your business, if you want more out of whatever it is you're doing, you eventually have to come out of that shell, break outside your comfort zone. Will Smith, there was a video with Will Smith where he was going skydiving.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I think Jen Davis played this where I first saw this is when Jen Davis played this for us. Where it was, I don't recall exactly where it was. She might have even played it at the first FedCon, when we were talking about exponentiality. But it's about fear. If we look it up on YouTube, we could probably play for them right now. Would you mind doing that?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Possible?
I think so. I could try.
So if you just put in Will Smith, skydiving fear, that'll come. And basically, he's telling you that God, and he was talking about that. He said God placed the best things in life on the other side of fear.
Is it a long video?
No. It's
3 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So get this.
No, I don't want that.
So if you're here and you're watching, I think this is a great video to end with. So I'll let this take you into the weekend.
I'm not sure if the sound is going to share, though. That's the thing.
Why?
I don't know. We'll try it. We'll try it.
Let's get some feedback.
Every 1.2 seconds, a new user goes to Wix.com and starts creating their professional website. That's more than 7.
All right.
Skydiving is a really interesting confront with fear. I gotta stand up. I gotta stand up. You go out the night before and you take a drink with your friends and somebody says, yeah, we should go skydiving tomorrow. And you go, yeah, we'll go skydiving tomorrow. Yeah, yeah. And you go, yeah. And everybody goes, yeah. And you go home by yourself. You're like, Right? You're like, well, I mean, they was drunk too. So then that night you're laying in your bed and you just keep, and you're terrified. You keep imagining over and over again jumping out of an airplane and you can't figure out why you would do that. So you get there and then you have this safety brief and you're standing there and the guys will tell you, well, if the chute doesn't open, what's going to happen is well, why the hell, what could happen? So you get onto the airplane and you're sitting there and it's extra because you're sitting on some dude's lap, some stranger, trying to make small talk. Yeah, man. So you be jumping with people all the time, huh? So you fly and you go up to 14,000 feet and somebody opens the door. And in that moment, you realize you've never been in a freaking airplane with the door open. Terror, 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 terror. And then people start going out of the airplane. And the guy walks you up to the end of the thing, and you're standing and your toes are on the edge, and you're looking out down to death. They say, on 3. 1. 2, and he pushes you on 2 because people grab on 3. And you fall out of the airplane. And in 1 second, you realize that it's the most blissful experience of your life. You're flying. There's zero fear. You realize at the point of maximum danger is the point of minimum fear. The lesson for me was, why were you scared in your bed the night before? What do you need that fear for? Everything up to the stepping out, there's actually no reason to be scared. And then in that moment, all of a sudden, where you should be terrified is the most blissful experience of your life. And God placed the best things in life on the other side of fear. That was my experience with
And that's how we end it. Get out of your comfort zone, ladies and gentlemen. Go live on the other side of fear. See you next week.